President Trump's State of the Union was on January 30th, 2018. We decided to go around and ask students and professors their thoughts on the speech. So first off, we just want to ask, in your words, what is the State of the Union?
Honestly, I'm not really sure.
I think the State of the Union is something, can I not hold this? I think the State of the Union is something without a lot of substance. It's not really meant to provide information to the public.
I don't think it's going so well. I think there's a lot of chaos and a lot of confusion as to what exactly is happening in politics.
The State of the Union is what the president gives at the beginning of the year to kind of set his agenda and what he expects Congress to do to meet it.
Generically, the State of the Union is a very important opportunity for the president to build a narrative about what his or her presidency is about, to tie together apparently disparate themes, and make a sense out of the staccato blasts of news that citizens get from Washington, and to tie it all together. I think we've witnessed a phenomenon as a country over the last 14 months that whenever this very outspoken, change-oriented, controversial president talks about bipartisan consensus and governing from the center, he gets a spike in the polls. And then within, I'm going to say 48 hours, he takes some new initiatives which take the air out of that balloon. It's important to have a consistent narrative and consistently develop it. I think it is very risky, and I've worked in Washington under 7 different presidents, but it's very risky whenever a president ties themselves to the rising stock market, because a week later the stock market can crash, and does that mean the president gets all the blame? If he's taking all the credit, he deserves some of the blame. So I thought that was very risky to make so much out of the stock market, which in many respects has a mind of its own. One always forgets who does the response to the President's State of the Union. I've advised a couple of people who did it, and I always say, do no harm. Marco Rubio famously had dry mouth and was reaching for the water, which is really unfortunate and unfair to a very articulate senator. But there are just many different ways of approaching the State of the Union and many different ways of responding to it. It's kind of a no-win situation. It's an opportunity to put forward a fresh young face. I perhaps, in my own opinion, would say the Democratic Party needs more new leadership. They keep going back to people like the Clintons or Joe Biden or Nancy Pelosi or Bernie Sanders, who are in their 70s, and I don't think they resonate as much with the younger generation of voters who are up for grabs.